Hey guys, welcome back. I am Stu and this is Happy Tree Heights for Rollercoaster Tycoon Classic. After helping Stu achieve 1,000 subscribers on his YouTube channel, you must now achieve 1,000 guests in your own park. Your objective to have at least 1,000 guests in your park at the end of October year 2 with a park rating of at least 600. So this is the scenario that we made when we had a 1,000 subscriber on the channel, and we've recently passed 1,500 subscribers. So I figured, as a way of saying thank you, I'd play this video and just see how it plays, because I haven't actually played it. I created it and then forgot about it. So it's in the beginner scenario sections. We've got a couple of transport rides, some gentle rides, good selection. A nice selection of coasters to begin with. These are the ones that you usually see in scenarios. To begin with, good selection of thrill rides, some water rides, and a load of shops. So let's refresh my memory. Okay, we're charging for rides. What about, there you go, maximum of 20,000 loan. Oh, hang on a second, 26% interest. That's a mistake. So as I said, I've got this listed as a beginner scenario. I probably wouldn't have set that on purpose, so it must have defaulted at 26%. So normally I'd have gone lower if it was a beginner scenario. But so considering the interest is so high, I think what we'll do is we'll switch off funding for now for research. We've got plenty of rides to begin with. So what I'll do then, I'll just make a nice little parving system here, add some water rides and some flat rides, put down a lot of shops. 1,000 guests isn't a huge amount, so we can afford to go quite aggressive on the pricing, £20 umbrellas, that sort of thing, and just see what happens. We're into May year 1, 363 guests in a park. We've got the green arrow, so we're gaining guests quite quickly. Let's have a look at the cash flow then. We've got £1,600 last month in ride tickets. The month before, £1,700 in shops. So I figure that's probably because it rained, how it's been so high and then so low the following month. We've got a couple of water rides, so very simple design, bumper boats and rowboats. So with these, 2.76 excitement, charging 2. So I usually charge with these sorts of things, charge the excitement, just round it down. Dodgems, rounded that one up. They will pay it for now. Later on in the game, they might stop paying it, but hopefully by that point we'll have enough coasters and things that we can either make these free or reduce them down a bit. Enterprise, Twist as well, loads of shops. Gone for these sort of piers effect. A nice junior coaster here, sap green. So when we created the scenario, I did it in a Bob Ross style, painting sort of style video. So I figure for the coaster names, we'll go for the colours that he would use to paint with. So not bad excitement for a junior coaster. Just goes up the chain lift, around the bend, down, and then back to the station as well. Guests loving it. Charging £5 for that. I figure we've got, what have we got? We've got a mouse coaster. So I figure we'll add one of them just by here, around here, and because they're always fairly easy to get decent stats on, so we should be able to charge £10 a go off that. So I'm going to crack on with the building. I'll see you in a bit. Junior 1, just under 500 guests in the park. Money, again, 1,700. Haven't opened up the mouse coaster just yet. Just need to add the entrance path. So we've gone naming it Indian Yellow. Stats haven't quite come back yet. Let's fast forward it. 6.76. There you go. That's plenty. So we're going to charge £10 a go for that ride. Once I do the parving, it'll probably boost the excitement up a little bit as well. I figure now what we'll do is we'll go in and we'll put our research in on roller coasters, because of the ones that we've got unlocked, we've already done the junior. I've already done the mouse. I'm probably not going to want to go for a wooden coaster or reverser, a Virginia reel just yet. So I'm going to put my put that onto research, just see what unlocks. It's been so long since I made this, so I've got no idea what rides are in there. So let's just see what happens. October year 1, the Parvin has boosted the excitement on the mouse coasters. Guests happy to pay £10 for that. We unlocked these coasters, inverted vertical shuttles. So I've built a couple of very, very simple shuttles there. Good stats. Guests happy to pay £10 a go. Got them synchronized as well, so that'll help boost the stats. Got some balloons and things at the end. On-ride photos, that's helping boost the cash as well. Money-wise, big. So the 3 and 4, that's with the mouse coaster. That's 7. That's when we opened up the shuttles. So the money's rocketed up thanks to them. Added some seating areas, a few more shops. So we're not far off the 1,000 guests. Green arrow as well, so we'll probably do that by the end of the year. And then for the following year, then I figure we'll just build a few more coasters just down by here. What have we got? There you go. We can do another shuttle. We got a stand-up coaster. That'll probably be better somewhere up the back amongst the mountains. Yeah, and we'll see what else we can do. We'll see what else unlocks. Got a little swinging inverter ship just there. What are these doing? See those guests? They're just, yeah, that's strange. I'll have to look at that. I'll have to keep an eye on that. It does seem as if the guests are just wandering around in a circle, but so I'll keep an eye on that. There's a lot of sick around the place, so I've added a lot of first aid rooms. Maybe I need some more, or just hire some more staff or something. But anyway, let's crack on with year 2. April year 2, we've got 1,050 guests in the park. Money-wise, it's rolling in the cash. We're swimming in cash at the moment. So we've got a couple of limb coasters here. I didn't say the names of these. So we got Van Dyke Brown, Dark Sienna, and then we've got some sort of blue. And yeah, so I'm gonna, is it phthalo blue? I think that's what he says, isn't it? I think that's what Bob says. Phthalo blue and Prussian blue. I mean, the colours I've chosen might not be exact. They're kind of similar. And you should probably be able to guess what I've gone for this one. Titanium white on the Virginia reel. Decent stats on that. So what are we charging? Charging £5 a go on that. £5 a go on that. £5 a go on that. The guests, we hit the 1,000, and then all of a sudden then they started running out of cash, so I just dropped the prices down a little bit as well. There you go, £5 on the mouse coaster and £5 on the junior coaster as well, as it was earlier. What I'll probably do is I'll probably raise them up a little bit as well on some of them. Maybe this one here, the Browns, maybe they'll the guests won't pay that much more for these, but on the newer ones they will. Let's have a look. What have we got? So I've switched my research now onto shops and stalls, because I figured I've got enough coasters to build. I mean, I've only got a few months left. We've got a stand-up and a floorless, so one of those will be good for up in the mountain somewhere, and also maybe a reverser or something as well. But yeah, it's been quite fun. This is, it's because we built it when we did 1,000 subscribers and forgot about it really. So it's nice to revisit it now that we've done the 1,500. So thank you very much to everyone who subscribed. It's also because there's been such a gap in time between it as well. It's nice that I've forgotten what rides I put in and things like that. So I'm going to crack on. I'll see you in a bit. Junior 2, we've got a reverser coaster built up in the mountains. Not bad stats for that. Charging £5. Mountain mixture. What else would I call it? So yeah, nice space in the middle here. We've got a nice buffer of guests, so we can work on a coaster without worrying too much about what's going to happen with the guests. Yeah, I'm keeping my eye on these. these down here. It doesn't seem to be much of an issue at the moment. We've got park rating is up on maximum. A few little blips, but yeah, might have to do something about that. But at the moment, it's okay. So I'm going to crack on, fiddle about, build something up here, and come back probably at the end of the year when we're going to complete the scenario. October year 2, we've got over 1,100 guests in the park. We've got the dreaded red arrow next to the guests. That means the guest numbers are falling considerably. So we needed 1,000 guests in the park. We've got more than that. We've got enough of a buffer. We haven't got to worry. We've only got 2 weeks to go. So the reason for that is, as I mentioned earlier, there was guests getting stuck here. So I've added a little path, a little one-way system just behind there to the exit. So a lot of the guests that were stuck here, they left. So that's why the guest numbers have dropped. But it should stabilize and start to go back up. So I'm not worried about that. So what did we do then? We came in, we added, I tell you what I did do. When I built it, I forgot to alter the loan interest. So even though it's a beginner park, or I've got it listed as a beginner park, it has got quite a high interest rate. So that could catch some people out. So what I did was I dropped the research to 0 and just put down what rides we had. So we had a few water rides and some flat rides. We put them down, added some shops, things like that, and a nice simple junior coaster up there to get the money starting to come in. Then we built a mouse coaster that was there at the start as well, and then after that, then we switched research to roller coasters to see what would unlock, and we got a couple of shuttles. So if I'd have known that, hindsight and all that, I'd have put research into roller coasters to begin with, because these have, once we built these, the money was rolling in, and we have consistently been making a lot of cash every month. Once we filled this with coasters, then we started building up here. So we've got reverser coaster just here. I've named all. So when we first built the scenario, I built it in the style of a Bob Ross video. So doing like a scenic landscape. So I did that when we had 1,000 subscribers. So now we've just done 1,500 subscribers. So I figure we'll complete this as a way of saying thank you. So what I've done is I've named all my rides after colors, paints that Bob Ross would use. So the first one then, sap green, and then we've got Van Dyke brown, dark sienna, Indian yellow, phthalo blue, Prussian blue, titanium white. It's still broken down. Why is Mechanic 2 is very slow. Okay. Mounted mixture, and then the latest coaster that we've added is this bad boy here, Alizarin Crimson. Decent stats on that. So it goes up, nice drop into a cobra roll, back down, a few fast bends, brake run, some corkscrews, little barrel roll, and then back to the station via a few bends. So only a couple of days to go then. It's listed as a beginner scenario. It's not. It probably isn't a beginner. I mean, it's surprised me a couple of times, and obviously I'm not a beginner, and I made it. So an actual beginner might struggle with it. I don't know, but one of the things, I mean, I didn't help myself, was building these piers. So guests were getting stuck down by here. But with the one-way system, that solved that, no problem. The high loan interest as well. I mean, that was a mistake on my part, but we soon got around that. Once the money came in, that was fine. And there's plenty of shuttles unlocked. So let's complete it. Ooh. There's plenty of shuttles that you can unlock, that you can make a ton of cash from. So I figure, well, the sort of player who would be downloading custom scenarios is the sort of player who's pretty good at it. So I figure most people should be able to do it. Yeah, so this was Happy Tree Heights. First built when we achieved 1,000 subscribers, and completed when we achieved 1,500 subscribers. So thank you to everyone who subscribed. And if you like the video and you haven't yet subscribed, please do so. And I'll see you next time. Bye.